This is the first video in a series that we're going to do about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So in this video, we're going to be talking about divs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just open up a brand new empty file, okay? And I am going to put in the following code. So I'm going to just put in div and then hello world. And then I'll put in a /div, okay? And what you're going to see is if I save this file, okay, I'm saving it as divs.html, all right, and I'm going to load this file inside my web browser. So if I go here to Google Chrome, you'll see that there's this file divs.html, and if I click on it, sure enough, all it does is it just says hello world. So there's nothing particularly exciting or interesting about that, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some style to this, okay? So I'm going to go in here, and inside this div tag, I'm going to add in a style equals attribute. And in here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a background color. So I'll say background dash color colon green, okay? And if I save that and refresh it in my browser, you will see that now, see how it says hello world, but now the background color is green. And you'll notice that it extends all the way across the page. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to add in an attribute to control the size of this div. Okay, so I'm going to say that I want the height to be 100 pixels. So that's what the 100px is. And I'm going to make the width 100 pixels. Okay, and I could choose any values that I want, but if I do that, you will see when I refresh the page, now you will see that my div is this nice 100 pixel by 100 pixel square, okay, with the text hello world. Now I could actually remove this text, okay, and I could just have an empty div, but because I've specified a size and a background color, okay, you will see that, in fact, it still just basically shows a green square, okay? And so now the next thing that I'm going to show you is instead of just placing this right up here at the top left-hand side of the page, I'm going to put it in an arbitrary position, okay? So the attributes that we use for that is, so we have position absolute, okay? And then we're going to say top, and we'll put this at, say, 200 pixels and left 300 pixels, okay? And so what that means, top 200 pixels means that if I start up here in the top left and I move down 200 pixels, okay, then I'd be around here somewhere. And then I said left is 300, so I'm going to come over this way 300 pixels, and so the top left corner of my div is going to start somewhere around here, okay? So in other words, I'm going to come down, so the top is going to be 200 pixels from the top and 300 pixels from the left, all right? So my div should be, somewhere over here. So you will see that if I save this, okay, then when I refresh the page, see, of course, my div has moved now to the position that I want, okay? Now, the purpose of me showing you this is in the next lesson, we're actually going to show how to create the same thing using JavaScript. Now, the nice thing about using JavaScript is that we can then programmatically create these things, and we can use the power of the scripting language to go through and create some interesting visual effects. So before I finish, though, I'll just point out I can copy this line right here, and I could, if I wanted to, I could say, all right, I'll make another one. This one I'll put at, maybe I'll make this at 100 from the top and 100 from the left. And maybe for this one, I'll make the background color blue. And maybe I'll make this one smaller. I'll make this one 50 by 50. Okay, and so you will see when I save that, now in addition to the green square, I should have a blue square also displayed on the page. Okay, and sure enough, there it is. There's the blue square. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to go over how to create the same thing using JavaScript, and then we're going to get into some more interesting programs. For example, let me show you a quick preview. We will be writing the code to generate something like this. Okay, so it's a nice, like, interesting sort of pattern. Maybe you would put it on the floor of a bathroom or something, I don't know. So this is our just first foray into HTML and CSS and JavaScript.